Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishtita, and first up, the big news just coming in. Digvijay Singh expresses displeasure over Timmapa's statements. Timmapa's statements against government attracts criticism. This comes in the backdrop of Speaker Kagodu Timmapa going on to question who Digvijay Singh was to decide on the cabinet expansion. Digvijay Singh said that such statements by senior leaders does not hold the party in good light. This is the big news, in fact, that is just coming in. Major war of words brewing within the Congress, even as news of a cabinet reshuffle came to light earlier today. And even as Speaker Kagodu Timmapa was questioned about the same, he went on to say that it is the Chief Minister's prerogative to decide who should be in his cabinet and who shouldn't. But on the other hand, when people questioned what about Digvijay Singh and his opinion on the matter, Kagodu Timmapa was quick to dismiss it and questioned who Digvijay Singh was. And now Digvijay Singh has reacted to the statement, saying that it does not speak very highly of the party if a senior leader himself is making such statements. Meanwhile, senior state Congress leaders are busy meeting Digvijay Singh. Singh is the Congress party in charge for the state, and the meetings were held at the Kumarakrupa guest house in the backdrop of reports that the state government might witness another cabinet reshuffle. Among those who met Singh included Animal Husbandry and Law Minister T.B. Jayachandra, R.V. Devraj and Malaka Reddy. Many of the legislators were seen lobbying hard for a ministerial berth. Even the likes of T.B. Jayachandra, who have multiple cabinet berths, went on to demand the post of the Deputy Chief Minister. Many of the supporters of the hopefuls who want a ministerial berth or a chairmanship of the board were seen protesting at the venue as well.
Okay, sir.
Digvijay Singh met up with Congress MLAs in Karnataka in view of plans to carry forward another round of cabinet reshuffling. But it has not gone down too well, as too many leaders are throwing their hat in the ring, hoping to get cabinet berths. Even leaders like T.B. Jayachandra, who already have cabinet berths, are hoping to make it to the Deputy Chief Minister's chair. Well, my colleague Arun joins us with more details on this. Well, Arun, the rift within the Congress out in the open once again.
It's a very difficult statement to make, to which an answer can be given, Nishita, because remember, there is obviously a lot of consternation within the Congress. It is not necessarily a rift, but a difference of opinion which everyone seems to be echoing. In fact, the first of the block in this regard was the Speaker Kagodu Timmapa, who questioned who Digvijay Singh was, although the fact remains that Digvijay Singh is a Congress General Secretary and in charge of the Karnataka affairs. The way in which the Speaker spoke about him did not go down too well with the Congress in charge. And then there is this enormous responsibility that CM Siddaramaiah carries on his shoulders, because there are 4 more vacancies for which people will have to be chosen. The cabinet berths will have to be made available to 4 people. In fact, there is a long list of names floating around, including the likes of Kagodu Timmapa, then you have Mallekaya Guttadar, Raya Reddy, etc. But in the midst of all this, there has also been a clarification of kinds which has been issued by none other than the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who's gone on to say that there is very remote possibility of any kind of a cabinet expansion happening before Ganesh Chaturthi, and Ganesh Chaturthi falls on Friday. So eventually he says this will only be an exercise after Friday. But how long will this kind of jostling for power continue? Who will be the ones who will make it inside into the cabinet? Who will be left out? How will these people who sulk be accommodated? One way, of course, they could be accommodated is by being made as the chairman of those boards. But will that happen in a jiffy remains to be seen. But clearly a lot of trying time for both the Congress in charge, Digvijay Singh, as well as the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Nishtita.
Well, absolutely trying times, and also at this point in time with so many hats in the ring, it is certainly not good news for the Congress, especially after the Lok Sabha debacle, to have such difference of opinions within. And then added to that, leaders like Kaguru Timmappa making statements questioning the authority of Digvijay Singh does not speak very highly of the Congress when the party is in desperate need of regrouping and coming together and putting up a united front. Certainly these things won't go down too well.
That's right, Nishita. In fact, there is another piece of information that we are getting, although this is again not confirmed by any of the top brass inside the Congress. One possibility is that while there are 4 vacancies available in the cabinet, some of the incumbent ministers could be dropped because their performance has been tardy or not acceptable or not up to the mark. So clearly there could be some people who could be dropped and new faces being inducted into those cabinet positions which will be created because of these people being dropped. So that is one possibility of how you could fill the cabinet berths. But clearly as we speak, a lot of consternation within the Congress. People do not know what is going to happen. There are a lot of aspirants. If these aspirants do not make it into the cabinet, how are their ambitions going to be curtailed? How will their anger be, first of all, quelled? Because there is a bit of frustration. Many of them are saying we are 3-time, 4-time, 5-time MLAs. We've been disregarded. We've not been given ministerial berths. So there is a responsibility on the part of the Congress to accommodate us, to rehabilitate us. Whether this goes down too well or not remains to be seen. But clearly, on his part, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah going on to once again say that while there is no cabinet expansion, the final decision rests with Delhi. So he's virtually passing the ball. He's saying there could be a decision taken here, but will it be implemented? That depends on what the Delhi political scenario is like and how they take a call. We can't help any kind of decision making at this point of time, Nishita.
Well, and also there seems to be an undercurrent of sorts, especially after yesterday's victory that we saw in Ballari Rural. A lot of credit is being given to DK Shivakumar. While the Congress seems happy at the moment, many experts opine that Chief Minister Siddaramaiah might feel a little threatened for his position with parallel power centers coming up. Are we seeing such a clear-cut rift within the party at this point in time?
Well, Nishita, the saying goes, uneasy is the head which wears the crown. And definitely for Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, yesterday's elections, while it was sweet news, the very fact, as you rightly pointed out, that one of the constituencies where they are won, that is the Ballari rural constituency, which was in the hands of the BJP and has now come into the Congress fold after a long, long time, means the person who's considered often the architect of that victory, the state energy minister, could probably emerge as another political energy, and that could really threaten the prospects for Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. Although at this point of time, nobody is making any of those statements. Nobody is saying that we are looking at this particular post or we demand that particular post, barring some of these MLAs who are saying that we want a ministerial berth, Nishita.
Right, Arun, thank you for joining us with all those details. Well, split wide open within the Congress there, come out in the open as protests were seen outside KPCC office, even as a meeting was underway with Digvijay Singh, the party in charge for the state of Karnataka. Many of the supporters of several leaders have taken to the streets demanding cabinet berths. The ABC1 group putting up a banner saying that Shri R.V. Devraj should be given a cabinet berth. Earlier we had seen how supporters of G. Parameshwar had come out seeking cabinet berth for the man, and had also gone on to say that he should be given the Deputy Chief Minister's post.
Everyone wants to be a minister, but there is a cap.
Yes, sir.
We can't have more than 15% people in the cabinet. So there is a cap.
Sir, Parameshwar is demanding DCM.
No. These things are not decided in the coordination committee. The AICC does not interfere in the ministry forming. I was in the chief minister for 10 years. I took my own decisions. The AICC never interfered.
And moving on now, over the last few days, the leopard is on the prowl near the Chamundi Hills in Mysore. It is learnt that the wild cat has been venturing into the villages and killing the animals there. The villagers in fact, are scared of for their life and want the forest officials to capture the leopard at the earliest. The leopard was captured on a mobile camera, but the forest officials have not been able to lay the right trap for this big cat. Time and again, we have seen many villages bordering forest areas in different parts of Karnataka suffering because of the man-animal conflict. And many a times these big cats, leopards, which are lone animals and do not move in herds and packs, are seen venturing into villages in search of food and water. And there has been one leopard that has been venturing into a village in Mysore, and the villagers are extremely scared with the big cat coming in and killing many of their cattle. And this is the big cat that was captured on a mobile camera, but the forest officials have been unsuccessful in trapping the leopard.
ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ 4 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಜಾಗಿಂಗ್ ಬರುವಂಥ ಜನ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಒಂದು ವಾತಾವರಣ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೋಣ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದರೆ ಯಾರು ಹೊಣೆಗಾರಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಹೋಗೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಡೈಲಿ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಒಂದು 4:30-5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇರುವಾಗ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈಗ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಕೇಜ್ಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಬೋನ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಜಾಗದಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ 4ನೇ ಹಸು ಹೊಡೆದಿರೋದು ಇದು. ಮೊದಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮನೆ ಹಿಂಭಾಗ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಮುಂಭಾಗ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಮುಂಭಾಗ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಯಿತು, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆ ಥರ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ನೋಡಿ, ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋಂಗೆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಬಾಗಿಲು ಮುಂದುಗಡೆನೆ ಒಂದು ಹೊಡೆದಿರೋದು. ಈಗ ಬಂದು ಇಲಾಖೆಯವರು ಏನೋ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಲಾಖೆಯವರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ.
Well, there we have the residents requesting the forest officials to take stock of the situation and immediately capture the leopard, as now they fear for their lives. The leopard is becoming more and more daring with each passing day, as there is absolutely no effort being made to drive it away, and it has killed 4 cows and several dogs in the village as well. And it has become a regular sighting in the village, and that is what is scaring the villagers here. But the forest officials, despite being informed, have been unsuccessful in trapping the big cat so far. And well, in a shocking incident, a monster father has raped his own minor daughter in Chikmagaluru. The complaint was filed against the accused 40-year-old Lokesh by his wife Manjula. It is learned that Lokesh had attempted to sexually assault his minor daughter about 6 months back. When the mother learned of the father's ill intention, she is supposed to have gotten the girl admitted to the hostel. But 2 days back, when the girl came to a holiday to the house, the father is said to have committed the heinous crime. A shocking incident there, even as a cry grows for the protection of women in the country. Here is yet another shocking incident coming in from Chikmagaluru, where a young girl was raped by her own father. The monster father, upon finding an opportunity where the girl was alone, raped her, who also happened to be a minor. Now a complaint has been registered against the 40-year-old accused, who has been identified as Lokesh by his wife Manjula. It is learnt that Lokesh had attempted to sexually assault his minor daughter about 6 months back. When the mother learnt of the father's ill intentions, she is said to have gotten the girl admitted to the hospital. But 2 days back, when the girl came on a holiday to the house, the father is said to have committed the heinous crime.